This is Adam Gorney, the National Recruiting Director at Rivals.com, here with new five-star offensive tackle Kadyn Proctor in the 2023 class. Kadyn, what does that mean to you? The only five-star offensive tackle right now, and your tape from your sophomore year really backed it up.
I got a lot of respect for you guys, and I appreciate you doing this for me. And coming out of Iowa, just trying to show, you know, the worth of Iowa. We're on the come up right now, and we got a lot of good players out here. Just being ranked at this spot, just shows it.
Let's talk about the summer a little bit. It's pretty busy. We talked a little bit about this, over Twitter and stuff. Notre Dame, Ohio State, Alabama, Iowa State were the five that you gave me as the schools that kind of stuck out the most. Would you say that's fair to say? Kind of review the summer a little bit and just how valuable it was to kind of see some schools.
Getting back after all the stuff that happened these past 2 years was a great experience. Definitely seeing the coaches, having the experience to bond with them while I'm there. It was a great feeling to get back. And then, also starting up football now is, a great experience too, being normal.
Was it really those five that stood out the most? Were there one or two that you're like, this is definitely going to be a school that really stays high for me? How do you kind of look at that now?
The coaching staff, the food, because I'm a big dude. There's a lot of things that go into it, but I'd say there's probably top five schools that would probably be up in there. That would probably stay up in there. But there's I take every school in consideration, and never leave one out, and never talk bad about any school. But just those five that I think about would kind of lead it.
You're going to be pretty busy in the fall playing. Are you looking at any visits? Are you hopeful to be able to get out to any games? What do you think that's going to look like for you?
Yeah, probably every other weekend, try to get out somewhere, maybe after I play the game Friday. So I know that I'm going to the 9/11 game, Iowa State. That's an in-state game,
Sure.
Easy one to get to. And, probably also going to try to make the closer ones like Ohio, Notre Dame, and, all those close schools in Mizzou and all those. But, we probably have to get some planning out going for like Alabama and, Clemson and all the Southern schools and all the West schools too.
Yeah. Let's talk about the in-state schools a little bit for me. Iowa, there's obviously tremendous offensive line tradition there. What were they saying when you went to Iowa City? What was your feel on those guys and how they're recruiting you too?
They're obviously recruiting me heavily. They want me to stay in state since I'm only like an hour away from them. It'd be great for my family to get there too. And the recruiting process for them has, kind of taken off, and I've got some good bonds with the coaches. When I was there, it just felt like, just a normal day, hanging out with coaches and some of the guys there and just having a great time.
And then Matt Campbell has built that into a pretty special program. I think they're going to be top 5, top 10 preseason. That is definitely special, playing for the Big 12 championship last year. How do you look at them? How do you kind of see your future there, if possible, in Ames?
Matt Campbell, Coach Campbell has, taking that thing to a next level, and, five-star culture. I've seen that, all the guys, some of the guys I've met, through Christ Jesus, and, they've taken off through that too. They've taken off through, the workouts that I've seen when I'm up there. They're just, on the trend right now.
Decision time for you. It's so early. You haven't even started your junior season, but do you want to take this to an all-star game? Do you want to get it over with because you've been recruited for so long? What's kind of your thinking, at least at this point, of what you kind of want to do?
Right now, it's kind of, just living as a 16-year-old and trying to get to my junior season and, win the first state championship in school history with my teammates. That's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. But as far as recruiting, it'll probably be a little bit later than everybody else. Try to keep it down low right now and just try to live out my high school career. I'd say, You know, it's not too far away, but it's definitely later in the process.
And last thing, and thanks for doing this. Playing with Xavier, is that a huge draw for you? Do you guys want to do your own thing? You know, obviously, you know, you have some of the same schools kind of on your top list.
Having a 2022 guy, you know, a 5-star that I can look up to and you know, try kind of make a little bit of my decisions off of, you know, off of stuff that he tells me, is a big help. Especially having him as my teammate. You know, we get the bond on the field and off the field. Um, but his recruiting process is probably going to be a little bit different from mine. I'm not going to choose a school off of where he's going to go, but I mean, if we have the same schools in the top 5, you know, top 3, and you know, we just perhaps to, you know, choose the same school, then of course that'd be pretty dope. But I'm not just gonna, you know, go off of what he's doing.
Great. Again, new 2023 5-star offensive tackle Kadyn Proctor here with Adam Gorney for Rivals.com.